Hello everyone, welcome to Anybear's YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about ground crayfish business. You know, we've always seen that the one that is we know is that you just when it is bought from farm gate you start using mudu and all of that to sell. But some people have introduced another way of doing crayfish business is by grounding it, making it easier for people to purchase it. It is very lucrative because only a handful of people are doing it. They have successfully kept it a secret. Probably they don't want the business to be saturated. But as they usually say, the sky is wide enough for every bird to fly. You can do it in your own location and get people patronizing you. Why you should do ground crayfish business? Crayfish is a spicy product that adds flavor to food, so it's almost added to every soup for persons that consume it. It therefore means that the number of persons using crayfish is high, making it a ready market for sellers. Nigerian population is high, so definitely you will see crayfish sells faster in higher quantity than probably all meat and other condiments you add to soup. I should say so, like meat, fish, and the rest. Yeah. Where to buy crayfish? There are some major markets that deals on crayfish. Maybe in your own location you have, but in Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State, you can always get a place to buy close to you to buy because we have fish markets like Oron crayfish market. Items needed for ground crayfish business. The main thing is crayfish, which is the important thing. The other things are nylon or container, sealing machine, weighing machine, or container for for measurement, power, source of power, light generator, a big bowl, then stickers. Procedure: make sure you pick dirt and out of the crayfish. Dry your crayfish well under the sun before you you grind them for packaging so that it will last long. The shell life can last long. Grind the crayfish with a grinding machine or pound. Sometimes I pound. Yes, sometimes in fact I like pounding because you know why? Some people will say if you grind with machine, it will pieces everything into dust. Whereas when you pound, it will still have particles. People want to see. Number one thing that puts people off in buying ground crayfish is they say they don't know if anything has been mixed. So when they see those particles, it makes them to trust it very well. So I prefer the mortar or anything you are using to grind, but I leave some particles of it so that people can actually see it that it is actually the crayfish. Measure or weigh the ground crayfish into the nylon or container. Seal the nylon with the sealing machine. When sealing, make sure you press and hold the machine for a minute before removing your hand so as to provide a neat job and for the mouth of the nylon to be properly sealed. Note: if the ground crayfish is well sealed, ants cannot enter. Air also cannot enter to dampen it. If you are producing in a large quantity or grinding them down, please wrap them with nylon. Ensure that water cannot enter. Put them in a refrigerator until you are ready to sell them. Why? It will still make it to. Why you should put them in the refrigerator is because it will still freshen it, make it to look very fresh. Note this: when you are selecting dirt out, remove those small fishes you find inside, because if you grind those fishes, the head, this can be so much sand, it adds sand to it. So even though this thing is neat, you blend it, you'll be wondering where the sand come from. It comes from that head. So I always remove it. It's either you cut off the head or you remove those little fish you saw in your crayfish. And their eyes after grinding appears dark like death. So somebody will say, why is it death like? They don't know it is the eyes of those crayfish. So take note of this very well. Some crayfish, especially the burnt or dark ones, looks like death inside nylon. Just make sure you remove them. Branding of or and packaging of your ground crayfish. Brand your ground crayfish with a very simple and unique name, something that people can easily pronounce. Choose fine packaging. It could be a container, it could be nylon, but make it attractive so that even if somebody didn't want to buy, but just before the mere fact that they have seen it, the mere fact that they have seen it and it's appealing to them, they'll buy it. How much is needed for ground crayfish business? You can start small. You can start with 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You can start with 1 million. It depends on your target market, the location. So then we were selling it 50, and then we package the one of 50, we package the one of 100. But now I'm not sure you even have to package. We just start packaging maybe from 100, 200. Profitability. The profit ranges from 50 to 100%, sometimes above. So let's assume you bought a crayfish of 100,000. You can make 100,000 from it as well. It could be 50,000, 100, or even more. Where to sell your packaged ground crayfish? Sell to food vendors. First, sell to me. I used to keep my own in all these provision shops, because all those women that sell, or people that sell at home, the sellers at home, when they come to buy provisions and all those things, they see they were buying it and they like it. They had customers, so I was always producing and selling. You may consider that, and also consider other persons. Challenges of ground crayfish business. There's no business that doesn't have challenge, but this is the challenges for ground crayfish business. Where to buy? If you are buying the crayfish, where you are buying the crayfish is far from where you are staying, maybe stressful, and also you consider the expenses of transporting it down to your location. Consistency. This is another challenge, because if there's a drop in production, consumers will look for alternatives. So make sure that there's always there. Anytime they always come to you to buy, they will see it to buy. How to convince people to buy? It is not easy convincing people to buy, because there's this fear whether the crayfish is mixed with sand or whatever. That is why it is advisable to pick out dead from the crayfish and to buy the ones that do not have sand. Yes. So once you are packaging, make sure, see, when there are two types of I'm not mentioned that there are two types of crayfish, especially in Oron market in Akwa Ibom. Yes. So there's this one that's very fine, but the taste is not to be compared with the other one. So if you package that one that it has salty taste, that one is very, so anybody that puts it in their own food, they'll come back to buy from you again. So package, make sure you go for the best. Try and meet up with demand. When the demand is high, look for employ hands to join you in doing it, so that you can meet up with the supply. Okay, that is it for ground crayfish business. If you have any question, you can always ask. Thank you for staying glued to Anybe's YouTube channel. Thank you, and bye for now.